Hi, hello everyone. Thanks for your time. Thanks for attending our this webinar. So my name is Mirzad from Social Pita, and I'm here with my another speaker with Elza from ASO desk, right? Firstly, I'll give a little bit of like a background and the introduction of today's webinar. So we always describe the mobile industry as ever-changing, fast-paced, like unpredictable, right? It's very fast-growing. And these objectives are especially true for the pandemic, like years behind us. And then the pandemic had a great influence on mobile marketing, and its consequences will remain like over the year by year. And when it comes to mobile marketing trends, we're not only talking about the humanity, but tech development, like advancement anymore, but also talking about how are the new lifestyle or like a normal life helped and shaped with the mobile environment. And what happened during the pandemic was a powerful push for the mobile industry, like a lot of advertisements, like join the party, and then so on. With that impact, and then for this reason, the marketers need to make sure to approach customers with the right strategy to find them at the right place. To help you, like a better appearance for users growth in 2022. Social Pita and with the iOS desk to host this webinar, and then we're going to share the actionable strategies to enable long-lasting mobile app growing. So I think first, Elza, you can go first to introduce a little bit about the iOS desk and what you will bring us today.
Unmute me. Thank you so much for introduction. Let's get started. Hello, everyone. I will share with you my screen and my presentation. Yep, it's here. I can share. Amazing. I think you can see my screen. I will maybe do it. I will hide these guys. And I will make it maybe like this. So hello everyone, my name is Elisa and I'm happy to welcome all of you here. Today I will tell you why you need ASO and how to combine it with mobile ads. So who I am? I'm a leader of customer success team. Oh, it's not. Okay, I am lead at customer success team at ASO desk. We provide our users with everything they need to bring the organic traffic to their apps. Let's discuss our lecture plan. So we will talk about methods of app promotion in the mobile stores. We will discuss what is ASO and its tasks. How do you know if you need ASO and what results can you expect from ASO? So first of all, let's get started. Methods of app promotion. So in mobile app marketing, and there are different ways of app promoting. But if we are talking about organic users, it is ASO. So if you can also, and you need also made content marketing, social media marketing, but all of it influencing more on paid users. Organic users, it's about App Store optimization. By the way, I didn't tell it in the beginning. I would like all of you to ask questions in the chat after our speeches. We will have the Q&A section, but anyway, please write some questions in the chat. So after I can answer, and Mirzad also can answer your questions. So why you need search traffic? Because maybe you think I have my paid traffic, it's great. But according to Apple, 70% of users go to the App Store to find the app they need. So if you're working only with paid traffic and you don't use Facebook ads, or maybe you have great influencers who share your app, you can lose a big part of the market because 70% of users go to App Store to find the app. 65% of traffic on the App Store is search traffic. So in the App Store, there are two traffic. It's search traffic and browse traffic. If you know what it is, if you don't know what it is, please write in chat. I will explain you. 65%. So you need to work with your ASO. 53% of traffic on Google Play is search traffic. So one more time, if you are working only with advertisement, you lose almost the half of the market. And the retention rate of organic users are 25% higher. So for example, here is the logic is very simple, because if you see any ads during you scroll your Instagram or anything, and you see the advertisement of maybe any game, you're just like, maybe it's interesting, I will download it. You download it, but later you understand that it's not what I was thinking it is, or maybe I don't need it right now. But when your user, your client, who will use your app and who will bring money to you, think that, okay, what I need match 3 game. So I will go to the store, download it. The percent of retention will be higher when he's doing it this way, when he search your game in the search, actually. So this is why you need methods of app promotion. So App Store optimization consists of these steps. First, you need to build the semantic core. What does it mean? The semantic core is the number of search phrases on which you want your users find you in the store. So for example, during our clients, we advise usually to have like 500 to 1000 search phrases, because it really should be big, because you don't know which phrase will work, and you always need to experiment a little bit with it. So then it's metadata creation. After you've created semantic core, you need to find the correct keywords which you will put and in your name subtitle. Keywords if we are talking about App Store, and in your description, short description name if we are talking about Google Play. Of course, you need to remember that there are like not a lot of symbols, but syllables, but you need to combine them. So for example, for App Store, you don't need to use your keyword twice. For Google Play, of course, you have 4,000 symbols in the description, so you can use different keywords and search phrases. Efficiency measurement. Of course, after this, when you take your metadata to the store and you publish your app on the market, you need to wait at least like 2 weeks. If we're talking about Google Play, you need to wait like a month to understand how the store analyze your app and which keywords they give you, on which keywords you have positions right now, to understand the efficiency. Because sometimes we like working with the third part, we are working with market, and we can't predict on which keywords they will show us to our users. So that's why we always need to measure the efficiency. Working with iterations. ASO, it's not working like just I've done it one more time and it's working for my whole life or for the whole life of the application. You always need to work with iterations more and more. Sometimes it can be like, later I will tell you our research, but it should be at least usually 6 different iterations, 6 different experiments with putting these keywords to subtitle, or maybe putting these keywords to title, or maybe from description to short description, or maybe from short description to title. So we can understand that these keywords are working and these keywords are not, and we will use them, not others. Growth modeling. When you are ASO specialist, you always need to understand that it's not only about keywords, search phrases. You need to work with your whole team, with your whole group in marketing. For example, UA manager, for example, the content makers, and because you need always to listen to them to have your growth model. For example, you want to tell that you, if you are ASO specialist, that you want to change screenshots because of the conversion. You think that it's not okay. And your content maker can tell you that, okay, it's Christmas time here. Maybe we can put something in our screenshots to make the conversion higher. And your UM manager will tell, okay, then I will change the advertisement. So I add some of Christmas stuff there. Or maybe you want to test any interesting keyword. So you need to tell everyone who is involved in marketing in your team, so you can work together, you can discuss the experiments, the points of growth of your app with them to have this growth model for your application, how you will increase the number of organic users coming to you, and of course also paid. Everything is combined with it, connected with each other. And competitive analysis. So actually this step, it's not like the step, it's the thing that should be always while you are working with your app promotion. Because right now the market has a lot of big applications, a lot of unicorns who are amazing, who existed for 10 years. Of course, they've done a lot of mistakes. Of course, they've done a lot of great stuff. So our advice is not to try and to create something new. Just try to analyze them, to look at their keys of success and understand what you can use in your growth model. So you can put it in your, for example, I don't know, I will tell a little bit about competitive analysis later more with examples, and conversion optimization. So all these steps, it's about bringing the traffic so the users will see your application. But when they see your app, they need to download it. So first step, to do everything you can. So to be in a lot of search phrases in the store, to be in high positions. But the second step is to convert the user's page view or the user's impression to the download, installation, or anything. So this is about screenshots, about rating, about users' feedback, and so on. So here it's like the second step. And it's like also about ASO, but it's a little bit connected with, not a little bit, it's actually connected with user acquisition. So it's the second step. So we are talking like for 10 minutes about ASO, but what it actually is. So App Store optimization is the continuous improvement of an app's visibility in stores, as well as a conversion from impressions or page views into installations for all traffic sources. So ACO and usually ASO specialists, they are working with this. About, for example, in-app purchases, monetization, it's another person in the company, but ASO specialist working with this. So what else makes ASO important? Of course, right now, especially like Mirzad said, after pandemic, we've got a lot of work. The number of apps, their influence on the market, on the whole world, it increased a lot. But anyway, the bar, like a lot of garbages appears there every day, and quality apps in every niche are few. And if you have your app, you are sure that you have something unique in your app. You have the idea what your app brings to the market, why your application make the life of your users simpler or maybe more interesting if it is a game, or why they should use your app. You understand this clearly. You understand that you need to work with everything, like you need to work with all the steps your user come from seeing your app on the App Store or seeing your app advertisement on the Facebook, and then after using your app like for a year. So ACO, it's the way to become noticed and compete with fewer alternatives. And what is the purposes? So once again, what ASO do, and what if you are ASO specialist, what you need to do. First, increase an app's visibility in searches. So your app users should find your app in the store. Your first and main aim is to attract your users. And second, improve view to download conversion on the app page for all traffic sources. So for example, here we can find the situation like why you need to work together with UI manager. Sometimes it's like really simple example. The app is fitness app. And they are just fitness app, very healthy, a lot of things you should do very easily, simple exercises and everything like this. And on the App Store page, they've got like usual screenshots with girls, boys who are quite sportive and they are doing the exercises, but on the Facebook ads, they've got the screenshots of old people who are walking, who are like talking with each other. So the users think that this app is for old ones and they maybe download it for their grandparents. But when they go to the App Store page, they find that it is not like that, like this. So there are anything about old people, maybe special exercises, and they just didn't do anything. So we have a really low conversion from search trip, not from search, from App Store paid traffic source, low conversion. We find out why, and then we increase it, and everything was okay. So for all traffic source, this is why you need, when you're working with ASO, you need to improve view to download conversions, not only for search traffic source, but also for all of them. What does ASO promise in practice? So ASO, it's not like everything you need, and it only promises you increase the number of downloads from the stores. So if you're working with ASO, you wouldn't increase the number of downloads from advertisement, for example, and decrease in overall CPI. Can you understand? If you have more organic downloads, of course, it will decrease the CPI of paid traffic. ASO is not rocket science. It's a streamlined set of processing for gathering and processing data and drawing reasoned recommendations from the data. So right now we are talking that actually, even this is true, that and we want to tell you that ASO is not the only thing you should do with your app. In today's realities, we need to use both paid and organic traffic to bring our app to the top. During working with ASO, you always need to have second plan, because sometimes maybe these keywords would not work. Maybe you've done everything right, but the number of downloads didn't increase. So you need to delve into learning why. Maybe it is screenshots, maybe it's reviews, maybe the keywords are not right. But by the way, you can always have consultation with me or with my team at ASO Desk. We can tell you, it's totally free, about your application, how ASO of your app is going. Do you really need ASO, or maybe you need to switch to paid traffic? And right now, the purpose of textual optimization is to maximize search traffic for your application. New markets, it's always opportunities for growth. If your application is not tied to a specific region, always find new markets, because there always are opportunities for growth. So here, you should work with both paid and organic traffic. Why? First, when especially your app is new to the market, it is almost impossible to get visible by users and get high positions. Right now, no. If you're like just launch in the market and you wouldn't spend money for advertisement, you wouldn't have high positions. Like it's almost impossible. Maybe you can have featured by Apple, and maybe you like I don't know, the game like PUBG, which is popular in the whole world, and when they have mobile version, of course they will have downloads without paid traffic. But if not, you need to think everything. A common creative funnel makes the price of purchase lower, of course, overall decrease of CPI, and shared reporting. Tests. Remember about tests and experiments. It is always like this. You need to experiment, and you need to remember that you shouldn't stop after you first done ASO. Competitive analysis. So here one more time about competitive analysis. So here you can find the comparison table. So the app have the situation like this. They were losing their positions. They were quite not stable in the market, but they've done ASO. They've changed title, subtitle. It's the App Store iOS application. And you see, they increased a lot. They have high positions on different keywords. So you can analyze it. You can understand what they've done, what changes in metadata they had to understand why they have such growth. So right now we are going to this topic about how to understand, do you really need ASO? Because here is the proportion of paid and organic traffic sources. So for example, if we are talking about let's talk about boards. You see, it's almost organic browse or non-organic traffic, and organic search is only about 20%. So of course you will need it, because 20% it can be a lot. But navigation, for example, it's 11%. So if your app is in this category, maybe you should pay your attention to organic browse and non-organic traffic. And let's check where is more non-organic. No, it's actually here in navigation. So it's our researchers from ASO desk. Proportion of paid and organic traffic sources in games. So if your app is a game, you can understand that, let's check non-organic traffic, mostly in casino. So if you are a casino app, you need to look at paid traffic, because users, actually it's like casino, it's quite complicated stuff to discuss it, but if you cards, for example, also non-organic traffic. But if you are a sports category or you are educational game, it's almost organic traffic. So you need to do everything to bring the users to your app from search phrases. How do you know if you need ASO? Game industry, iOS, by countries. So if you are working, for example, US country, of course, especially with iOS, it's still the biggest market of iOS applications, and it's most and more a lot of money in this region. So work with USA and Russia, Germany, France, Spain. It's, you see, non-branded search requests and branded search requests. So for example, USA, Russia, Germany, it's quite, but in Spain, for example, it is more, it's 61% of branded search requests. How do you know? So here we can discuss by categories the same. Actually, we have this research in our blog, so you can go and learn about this a little bit more. I don't want to read all of this for you, so don't waste your time. But using these tables, using these researches, you can understand how deeply you need to be involved in search traffic. And also here is Apple Search Ads. It's becoming more and more popular, especially after 14.5 changes in iOS. So here you can see how ASA popularity trend increase in all these categories, games. So by category, app industry searches one more time. So here you can find, if, for example, you're working with clothes, really a lot of search traffic, not brand search traffic. Like, for example, if you are you want to work with clothes, but you are a no-name, you need to understand that such guys as AliExpress, for example, Shein, and all these brands, they have 92% of traffic, of brand traffic there. So you will understand that maybe you need to switch it to any other, not to any other. You need to pay attention to maybe not search traffic, but maybe for paid traffic. The structure of search traffic, brand name queries. So we are talking a little bit about brands, and here you can find for USA and UK market, how many average share of brand name traffic is 70%. So it's 70%, it's a lot. So remember that search traffic is only 30% here. How do you know if you need ASO? Tendencies. So you see, we are talking about that the applications market, it is increasing after pandemic, of course, but in whole we see a little bit of losing the organic traffic percent in the market, and right now non-organic growth. It continues during these years. This was according to AppsFlyer. And right now it's almost, we are going to the end of my presentation. What results can you expect from ASO? So before starting ASO, it's important to understand your situation correctly. First of all, the effect of ASO will be close to zero if your app is just entering a highly competitive market, and you plan to promote it only with ASO. Like, for example, clothes. One more time. You remember it's 92% of brand traffic there. So of course, 8%, when we're talking about millions, it's a lot. But anyway, you need to remember that you can't reach the high positions only using ASO. And your app copied from popular competitor. One more thing, which I was one more time, the thing I was talking in the beginning, that you need to understand why users need your app, why they need especially your app, not like I have an app and it's beautiful. No, it should be some amazing, interesting features. And of course, all your team should answer this question, why our clients need our app, not competitor one. And ASO will be effective if you use other channels, develop branding, buy paid traffic, use in-app ads, as well as contextual, targeted, and banner ads. So everything is working together. There is no budget for paid promotion, but you conduct an ASO for several countries at once. So if your budget is like limited, really limited, but you are sure that your app is perfect, or the whole world needs to know about it, you need to open it for many countries. Because sometimes you can be featured by Apple, it will bring you traffic, and you will have like normal, not maybe high positions for all of the keywords, but here we can help you with our tool. Our tool can tell you the popularity of the keywords, and you can work not with the keywords who have like 1,000 users, 10,000 users per day, but with the keywords which daily impression is like 100 of users or 200 of users. They are usually not very competitive, and it's quite it's quite easy to be the top, to go to the top on these keywords. And one more time, a little bit of budget you should have anyway, because it's really very rare when the app just go to the store and everyone is downloading it without spending anything to the advertisement. And what result will ASO bring to your app? Like we have this test, we have it on our website, in our blog. So let's go through it with one example. Is the app just entering the market? Yes, let it be the new app. Is the niche dominated by non-branded traffic? So you can go to our researchers and say, let it be non-branded traffic. No. Are you going to provide a budget for advertising PR and paid traffic? Let's go with yes. If you have chosen the right ASO strategy, traffic and app installs will increase in 1-3 months after the start of optimization. So you see, here we will find when you can expect the results from your App Store optimization. Usually in 2-3 months. First month, it's for the application which were in the market, but they didn't do anything. Like they just have fitness in title, in subtitle, great exercise, and in keywords, like maybe not really little number of keywords. Then they will have the results, and they have a lot of paid traffic. They will have results in the first month. But if you are starting, you just launch your app in the market, or if you don't have a lot of paid traffic, you will see the results in 2-3 months, sometimes during 6 months. If you don't see any results during more than half a year, you need to go to experts in your sphere so they can take a look at your application and tell why you don't have them, why anything is happening with your ASO, with your application, because sometimes it should work, not sometimes. Sometimes maybe you are not seeing your app from the user's view. You just see it as a developer, as a marketing manager, but the specialist from any other company who are like not in your from the side, they can have a new fresh ideas and they can bring your ASO to life. So let's talk a little bit, like 5 minutes I have about what to expect in 2022. First one, transition to web purchases in UA. Yes, of course. Right now we have, like, not right now, starting from February, March 2021. You know, all these changes in the Facebook advertisement and all the paid advertisement. Of course, they influence, and right now it's quite. It's not quite. Right now, everyone is trying to make maybe new landing and bring users to the landing after to the application. So we will live in these realities. So we just need to use them. And here I want to switch to the third one, active development of ASA, Apple Search Ads, due to iOS 14.5 release. We will, I'm sure that as Apple Search Ads, it will develop a lot during 2022. And of course, number of games and app increased because of the pandemic, because of all this stuff which was happened. So you have increased number of competition, and you need and demand for systematic work with reviews increased. One more time, when you're working, you need to remember that you need to work with your customer reviews and with them, with their feedback, of course, always. They gives you the ideas of what to improve in your application, what maybe bugs you have, which you didn't find during the tests. So pay attention to them, of course. Sometimes in different companies, there are maybe two teams who are working with ASO and who are working with customer support. But sometimes everything is done by ASO specialists, and he is the man who is responsible for the application page view in the market. So that's why remember about your reviews, about your featured reviews, and the whole rating. And store contesting lawsuits due to the high commission fees. It will just, I think, get more and more in 2022. And useful information. Right now we have Black Friday till December 10 in ASO desk, so you can come to us. We will have consultation. It's totally free, and you can buy our tools, reply to reviews tools, ASO tools, and paid traffic up to 40% off right now. And our blog, we have a lot of interesting articles, ideas, tips, and news about ASO. Just go to us, and I'm sure you will find all the answers to your questions. But if not, write us, and we will done a research, or we will tell you the answer. We have ASO Desk community in Slack. Just join us. You can also go to the questions to ask questions, and we will answer them. And our YouTube channel, we have webinars, we have academy there, how to work with your application. And yeah, questions, I will answer them in the Q&A section. So I think I'm done. Thank you so much. I will check the chat. It's chat. What is chat? Anything? Nothing. Is hi, hello. So thank you so much for attention. I hope you didn't tired of my talks. I hope it was quite interesting. So I take turn to Mirzad.
That's great.
Thank you.
Okay, sure. Thank you, Elza, for such a wonderful sharing. And I guess like we all learned like how important ASO is, especially for the non-organic, the traffic as well. So of course, and then please, everyone, if you have any question, please leave it to the chat bar, and then Elza and I will be able to like answer your question in our Q&A section as well. So after Elza's like wonderful sharing of ASO, and I also would like to share our insights based on our ad intelligence platform as well. So let me share my screen first. Here it goes. Yeah. Okay, so first I would like to give like a little bit introduction of myself. So my name is Mirzad Ghairat, and I'm the business development manager at Social Pita. Like we work with the global customers, clients as well, and then we have multiple offices in globally. And then we are the ad intelligence platform. And then before that, here I would like to like give a little bit about what Social Pita is, and then like how we can do the like this industrial insights, and then or I would say like what are the data stores of ours. Also, that'll be like make more sense like while I'm doing the whole insights report, like the introduction, the sharing. So the Social Pita is an ad intelligence platform, and with the aid of the world's largest advertising intelligence analysis tool, we Social Pita's team we gives you the perspective of mobile advertising data in global mobile markets, and then we collect advertising data by sampling in a global scale. We have currently accumulated over 1 billion pieces of advertising data, and updates up to 1 million pieces of advertising data on a daily basis. So it's a huge, and then based on this huge database, we can gain an insight into the overall trend of the advertising industry. And now we are able to provide to our global partners ad creatives, cost, audience intelligence, advertisers, and app intelligence relevant data like app download and revenue as well. So including today's insights data source, it's all from our ad intelligence platform. So first, let's go through the other first topic about the overview of 2021 global mobile marketing advertiser status, how it goes like in past year, and then let's give a little bit of overview first. So here, as we can see in the chart here, the green one is the mobile game. The blue one is mobile game. The green one is the non-gaming app. And as we can see the chart here, and then also the yellow line here is the month-on-month trend of mobile advertisers, both for gaming and then non-gaming apps. And then the chart can tell that, like in here that we see the first 4 months mobile app advertising maintained repeat growth with the global number of active advertisers raised a new high over the 93,000 in April 2021, increases of like 5.97% over the month. And then there were 19,000 mobile game advertising and 7,000 non-gaming app advertisers per month during the year. And then also, right? And then also when we look at our operation system and our mobile advertisers, that we can see that mobile game advertisers accounted for about like 2.24%, and then up to like 1.64% over the year. Percentage of operation system here in the down is that we can see that there were like more advertisers in Android, and then more ad creatives on Android as well, according for like nearly, I think, 80%. And then I'll say like this is definitely the obvious impact of iOS the privacy policy as well, that Elsa's mentioned earlier as well. And then we're really expecting how it goes in the next year, and then probably Google also comes with the GID, right? So we're expecting that as well. See how all the marketing things goes with this privacy policy. It's giving marketers a huge impact. So we're expecting how it goes in the future as well. But for now, what we can see is that obviously for marketers, they're choosing that Android for the moment as like iOS new policy, and we'll see how it goes. And then for the global advertisers by region, by territory, and then there were like 23,000 mobile app advertisers worldwide according to our data, with Europe, North America, and Oceania being the top 3 by number of mobile app advertisers, which means like competition is very heavy there. And then overall, North America had the most mobile game advertisers, according for 18.7% of its total mobile app advertisers. The percentage of mobile game advertisers in mainland China, Hong Kong, Macau, Taiwan, and Japan, also including Arcade, were respectively like 49%, 46%, and 44%, higher than the other territories. And then, like especially for the CIS, I think there was like 9,000 game advertisers and like 15,000 of non-gaming advertisers. If I'm not wrong, like I was checking the data earlier as well, but we didn't put the number here. But yeah, I think that was a number. And so based on that, after we'll go through with the analysis of top mobile markets worldwide, like by mainly will be in mainland China, the US, and then the CIS region. So here, mobile games in mainland China. So great efforts were made in advertising, money-making games with the simple gameplays in mainland China, with more than half of the top 10 like trendy mobile game advertisers being money-making games in 2021. So that was the huge trend, I think, that we can see. Like everyone is doing like all like cryptocurrency, like market-making games, and also on. And in terms of mobile games in mainland China in 2021, there were like 3,800 active advertisers per month. And then with active advertisers increasing on a monthly basis and reaching a new high of like 4,200 in August. They're like, I think I should put it here. Yeah. In April, August here as well. Oops. Yeah, and then let's take a look of the non-gaming apps in mainland China. So for the non-gaming apps, more efforts were made in advertising, shopping, and the real estate apps. In terms of non-gaming apps in mainland China in 2021, actually we can see in the chart that there were like 4,700 of active advertisers per month, which active advertisers in like increasing from like February and surprisingly like 5,100 in July and August. And also like there were like 2.2 million ad creatives per month in mainland China, with a new high of ad creators in March, followed by steady and the repeat increases, like here we can see in the chart as well. And after mainland China, let's go through the US, status of US. So for the US, great efforts were made in advertising casino games in the US market. I think that was like for several years, like casino games is very popular in the US as well. And so many top advertisers in the US were published by Chinese company as well. Now we can see like Chinese companies are developing really fast, especially in gaming and non-gaming. Like we can see like Chinese companies everywhere, and then the tech is going really well. So I think that's the new trend as well, that we can really take our attention for the our mobile internet. Where are our competitors, and then how they growing, and then how they promoting the product, and so on. And to go back to our topic, that there were like 12,600 active advertisers per month in the US in 2021, with active advertisers just peaking at 13,800 in April here that we can see in the chart as well. And an average of nearly 6 million ad creatives per month makes the US is the one of the most I'm sorry, one of the most popular like ad creatives like region worldwide that we can really take a look at that as well. Like I think we will go through that part as well like later on. And also for the non-gaming in the US. So for the non-gaming, there were like news, reading, and the shopping apps were having the great effort in US region as well. And in terms of non-gaming apps in 2021, there were like 30,000 more active advertisers per month, and with the peak of like 37,000 active advertisers in April. Here that we can see in the chart as well. The US saw an average of 8 million active ad creatives per month and a peak of like 10 million ad creatives in April. And also, I think the other region that we're really looking to is the CIS region as well. So, and then come across to the CIS region for mobile games. Top mobile games advertisers are mainly SLG and shooter games in the CIS region as well, that we can see like SLG first, like Rising Kingdom and on the top. And also we have a couple casual games like Idle Arcs, but also for the rest that we can see like Mafia City, Sniper 3D, and the Hero Wars, like or like SLG shooters and RPG, like more like heavy game sport. So, and according to our data in 2021, the CSA shows an average of like 5,100 active advertisers per month and 3 million ad creatives per month. And also let's look at the non-gaming apps in CSA region. So for the non-gaming apps in CSA region is that Facebook made a great advertising efforts in CIS with its total social media app, Instagram topping the list, and the several relevant apps on the list as well, like Instagram Lite and so on. In terms of the non-gaming apps in CSA region in 2021, there were like 7,100 active advertisers per month, and then 2.3 million active ad creators per month. So that's we can see like with the data number that due to now. And also for the last part, like we will talk about the cost. You know, like the cost is a very important part as well when we're doing the promotion. Of course, like besides our creative designing, and also like how to manage your marketing costs, how to save your money in terms of your marketing campaigns. So well, let's talk about how the marketing cost goes, like insights into the CPM, CPCs, and the CTR in Facebook worldwide. So here actually we can see that global cost career of mobile games. The data are an average of all data collected from different countries, region by social data, and then are for your information only, because the cost intelligence data is like really you know, for like we all like to keep our attentions to the cost as well, but we can't really to know what is the cost. But as a third part like data providers, as we're trying to help our marketers to achieve or like to understand how the market goes or how the cost goes like worldwide. So like if you have any interest for the cost intelligence, of course, like we're giving like some samples data here, but later on we can discuss more in detail as well, like for specific regions, specific game type, and so on. So let's get back to our topic again. So for the data here are average for all the data collected by, I think this for the global cost for the mobile games. It's the average type. I think we can just roughly look at the how the trend goes. So basically, CTR here, the green line here is having the slight increases as well over the year. And then for the CPC, it also has the average of like a $1.31, and then up to like 9% over the year. And then also for the CPM, cost per million, it has the average of increases as well, and then up to like 83% over the year. And then after that, let's take a look of a global insight into advertising mobile games on Facebook worldwide. So here that we can see by the region, the US had the highest advertising cost for mobile games. Sorry, with an average CPM of $4.16, and then CPC of like $3.71, and CTR of like 2.09%. And also we can see Australia, RUG, Japan, Canada, Germany, Hong Kong, China, UK, Singapore, and the Taiwan, China as well. And the ranking of top 5 countries region by CPM were the same as last year. There weren't the big change. And also the US also the highest overall advertising cost, with the over the year of increases over like 90% in CPM. And the global cost accuracy of non-gaming apps, let's take a look. Data are also as the same as we mentioned, average data for the all collected from different countries in the region by Socialpedia. And then the trend are similar to gaming as well. CPC has the average of 0.32 and then up to 88%. CTR an average of like 2.14% up to like 7% over the year. And also for the CPM, an average of like 4.09 and then up to 71% over the year. After that, let's take a look of the global insights into advertising non-gaming apps on Facebook worldwide. Here in the chart, we can see that Australia in the top with the CPM of like 22.12 dollars, and then also CPC for like $1.84, and then CTR with the 3.66%. And the second is US, third Hong Kong, Taiwan, China, Canada, Japan, Turkey, UK, Germany, and Macau. So the advertising costs in Australia are the top. And then also for the top countries region by CPM were Australia, the US, Hong Kong, and China, and Canada. So that are the region actually having a great impact over the year. And after that, we would like to share like some or the well-performed like gaming and non-gaming apps during the year, and then see how their marketing strategies goes, and what we can to share their experience, to see their ad creatives and their marketing strategy, and so on. So top 10 games in Q3 for expected for the fifth game here in 1945 Air Force. All the other games on the list were published like by Chinese company, like as we mentioned earlier as well. So great advertisers efforts were made in casino games. And then the top 3 games were all casino in Q3, Q3, and then top 1 games is Jackpot Worldwide. Had nearly like 28,000 delegated ad creatives. And also let's take a look for the one of the hot ad creatives for the mobile games, and then see like what are the impacts that going here. So for the first one we have here Mafia City, and then the ad creatives here duration for like almost 4 months, and then the publishing platform is AdMob, and then here we'll see the possibility.
Mafia City, play for free now.
So yes, so this ad creatives actually it had the popularity of 800 more and estimated impression with the 1 million, like over the 1 million, like within 4 months. So actually, like what we can see is that for the SLG games tend to use the story ad creatives to track players. So actually, with the more storyline scenario, so it actually gives ad creators more plus. So actually, it helps for the marketers to making or designing their ad creatives as well. And also here we have the 9045 Air Force that we mentioned earlier. Also with the within the 4 months of public, and then the platform with the Mobile Vista. And the country, of course, like for the Mobile Vista, it's more like a East China region, like Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan, and the China region. So let's take a look of the this ad creatives here. Yes. So for this ad creatives, actually, what we can say that the real people plus gameplay is combined to get a high popularity. So we can see that popularity with the 700 more and estimated impression with like 1.1 million, like within 4 months. So actually, it has a really good number with that. Sorry. Okay. So for the top 10 like non-gaming apps in 2021 quarter 3. So as we mentioned earlier, like there was like a news apps in the top as well here, and then great advertiser for they're made with a short video as TikTok. I think we don't have to say, but like during the pandemic, TikTok was the most popular app in the worldwide, I guess. And also we have this news apps as well, and also reading, shopping apps were having a great effort as well. And then for the creative tool apps were mostly on Android. So let's take a look. So let's take a look for the ad creatives here by TikTok. So TikTok with the duration of like months and more, and then platform with the Happy Feed News, and then let's take a look.
Os vídeos mais empolgantes estão no TikTok.
Yeah, so this ad creative is actually published in Brazil with the popularity of like 996 estimated impression with 4.3 million. So within 2 months, actually, like 39 days, it has this like impression. Actually, it's a very good impact for the ad creatives as well. So for the tips here is that high quality UGS boost the advertising of short video apps. And also we have here a file master with the 39 days of duration. And then let's take a look for the creatives here.
Nettoyez votre Android. Téléchargez maintenant.
So yeah, so here this advertiser with the estimated impression is 1.3 million, popularity is over like 900. And for the tips here is that directly reach target users by displaying the apps, the major function. So we can just tell users like what this app can do, and then with the very direct way to understand to how to use it. So I think that's a good tip as well.
Nettoyez.
And then here, so after we're sharing this helpful creatives here, that I also would like to share a little bit of like tips that how to make ad creatives more competitive. So we saw others, some successful cases there. So for how to make a more competitive advertisers, the first tip that I can give you today here is that competitors advertiser strategy is very helpful shortcut actually. So how to tell it that here in ad creatives for games and then of the same genre often share a high degree of similarity. High quality ad creatives of top games that have been provide effectivity by markets can be used as a source of inspiration for advertising games of the game genre in the new market. So here actually we can see that screenshot here for the three games. Like one is Mafia game, and then the State of Survival, and then this one. I think I'll definitely check this later on, but yeah. So actually three are also the SLG game, RPG games with the higher similarity, and then we can also see that with the similar background, they're all doing the same thing, and then with a similar scenario that having actually a great impact by making the creatives actually. So once again, competitors advertiser strategy is very helpful. So we can learn from that as well. And then beside that, how to maximize the impact of good ad creatives. So first, combine the various element, like for example, like what is going on, like for the colors, like interactive, real people, comparison, playable, and so on in one ad creatives. And also like the trends here going is that from image to video, and now is more like playable. So actually we say it's a trend, but also we have to keep this tree as well. For it really depends by the region and the country as well. Like for some regions, probably depending on the device or network, the image ad creatives is having the great the message as well. But also for some like other more popular region, like some development country, they're probably with the better device and better network, so video and more like playable ads actually having a very great impact as well. And then select the highly effective ad creatives from the multiple run ads, and they optimize them to reach a longer group of audience. So here, like 3 tips is that interactive, real scenario, and solve problem in a story. So just I think that'll be a really helpful tip, and then we can discuss on that like more in detail like after on as well.
G50, 071, 067, 071, 074, 067, Double bingo. 44. Double bingo. Double bingo. Triple bingo. 6. 4. Triple bingo. Triple bingo. 6. 428.
And also for the just come up with my mind that for the solved problem in a story, actually this is going really fire, like really hot, like at creatives idea, like recently. For example, like it comes with the really easy solution, like a really easy problem, but for the ad creatives that you can see that it's very simple, but you never can like solve it. And then while you're watching the creators, you feel like, oh, this is too easy. Like I'll definitely fix it like for a second. So that actually like inspiring people like to download the download the game and then to try it like with themselves as well. So actually that really working, and then we can see that in our data that it has a really great impact as well. Just for a short tip, just come up with my mind. And then so after that, after all this long sharing, and then our observation as it meant to be, right? Like, so what we're thinking for the 2022, what we think is coming up for 2022, and then what we've seen in past year 2021 and 2020. So here I said like ad creatives are growing more important, but good creatives are hard to come by. So here actually I have listed for the 3 main tips. For example, the first, that ads has increased sharply, the competition has intensified. So that's what we've seen during the year. The more advertisers come to the line, the competition is very intensified like during the year. And then also there's like a lot of successful cases, but also we can't deny that there were like a lot of companies were closed, not a lot of games were failed, but still we can see that there is like a huge opportunity during the year. The pandemic is still going on, the after pandemic, and the pushing us more like the home-based working, and then more like a mobile internet pushing situation. So I think there is like still a huge opportunity, but we can never we can never forget that there's also like a huge competition as well, because everybody wants to be success, right? And also the second thing is that the impact of Apple IDFA policy on ad release having the great impact for the marketers as well. Actually, I'll say that's a trend. It's just a matter of time. It has to become like anyhow. So Apple doing it like since this year, probably like we're expecting for the Google probably will be since next year, like for the GAID. So it's just a matter of time. But we have to ready for that, to have to solve our marketing strategy. If we don't have the audience data, audience related data, but still like there's like a lot of other solutions coming up, and then the Elsa shared like her thoughts regarding the ASO as well. And then for the ad creatives who are thinking is that probably with the like more I'll say like first class generation of the ad creators, it will be brings like more impact. So I think that will be also a very important part as well. And then after that, what we're saying is that the heavy game developers are attaching the importance to media buying. So this part is that actually since before to now, like actually we can see that like more advertisers were like more ad creatives that we're seeing like were more like casual games or like hyper casual. But for the SLG and then heavy games like RPG, there were like a less ad creatives there. But what we can actually see during the year is that there were like very successful stories, like successful games. They were like publishing during the year, and then with the very high promoting strategy, and then it really brings them to the new high, and then I think that's the new trend as well. So we recommend everyone to try that as well. And then besides that, yeah, I think that will be the whole information that I would like to share today. So once again, based on the social media data, if you have like any topic that you're interested or any data that you're interested, feel free to leave a message that we are able to like answer you later on. And then also for the any related questions, if you have, you can leave it in your like a chart bar that we are able to answer with Elsa as well. So once again, I think this is all for my presentation today. And then here will be like a little bit of like our strategy partners and globally, and then we can share that later on as well. And then yeah. So thank you so much for all. And then if there's any question, I think we'll bring to with Elsa and then answer the questions, and then to have a little bit of discuss topic, I think.
Thank you so much. It was really interesting, especially a lot of great examples. Amazing. Great. Thank you so much. So right now we can, I think, go to Q&A part. We have one question in chat. How does the proportion of ANR affect organics? How long will it take for organics to recover after the growth of the ANR? So here we are talking about Google Play error. Yeah, when you open the game and it can't load. So what can I say here? That actually, of course, it affects organics, but it's not like affect organics in direct way. It's working as when you in Google Play, when you have your app in Google Play, when it collects retention to your app also. So if you have a lot of downloads, then on installation, it will decrease your positions. That's all. So after you will have a lot of downloads and retention, not uninstallations, you will come back to your positions. So it pessimize your positions until users didn't stop uninstall your app. So they need to download, they need to you need to get high retention to your app, and then you will be able to go back to your high results. That's all. That's all. Mirzat, maybe you know anything about ANR effect, how ANR affect organics? Because I think like that's all. It's only about, yeah, it's only about retention. That Google Play just collect everything, all the details about your application, especially about the retention. Even if you know anything about incentivized traffic, why it is hard to use it in Google Play, the same. That users download your app, then they uninstall your app. So it even pessimizes you in the search phrases top. That's all. And we have questions from which are, I think that I will. So we can.
I think there is like some question about the casual games as well. But also here, actually, I have some questions on the Elsa. Like this was actually from the registration question, so I'd like to bring up with the audience as well. I think that's like some interesting part as well. So here is the first question, is that says like how companies effectively since ASO and UA work. Is there any like good practice on this that might be discussed? So do you have any information regarding
I've told during my part about the example of when you need to remember that your creative set, which you use when you are doing your advertisement, they should match the screenshots, the video, the name, the title, which users see in the store, or if it's Google Play, short description. So everything should be matched. You can't work like separately with your UA department, with your ASO department. Everything should work together. When you do it like this, you will have everything correctly. Yeah, we have this question in chat. So good practice is to discuss with your colleagues all the strategies you would like to use, to have one theme in your screenshots, to have one aim in your screenshots. Like, for example, right now we are testing the exercises at home. So you think that this is the main feature of your application, that you can train at home your body, not you don't need to go to gym during all this stuff, for example. So just do this in Facebook ads, do this in your ASO, everywhere. Just talk with your colleagues and have one strategy.
Sure. And there's like another question. Oh, sorry.
I think that the second question is for you. I see them in chat.
Yeah, I think, second question is about the how to prepare your setup pages. And also there's like, Vitaly, he's asking the same question as, same questions that I think, like, how do I keep in mind with the marketing creatives video, right? So for here, as an ad intelligence platform like Social Pita, my perspective will be based on creatives and then advertising strategy, more like. So first, I'll say establish our objective and then target the audience in the very important key point. Like, for example, where to promote the country, region, you have to target that as well. Select the network channels, and choosing the internet words, like what internet interest words is very important. Like also with the ASO, I think. And then with the also advertising strategy is very important, like choosing the right platform to promote. Like, for example, in that case, you probably want to promote in Google or probably you want to promote in Facebook, but you have to understand what are the, top advertisers are going in the different platform and what type of creatives type that more efficient in these networks. Also, like, depends on the region and country as well. And also after that, I would say adjust marketing cost is very important. And also like attention to competitive advertising strategies, very, very, very helpful shortcut, I'll say. Because, I don't know what are the ad creatives that I should design for the region, but I can just check like what my competitors they're doing, what their like marketing strategy. And then based on their marketing strategy, based on their marketing trends, and then based on their ad creatives, I can easily like inspire myself or inspire my team that, hey, like we're doing the same game or we're doing the same app, and then that's how they're doing. And I think why we can't learn from that, right? So I think that's a really good shortcut as well. And then of course, identifying the type of ad creatives is also important, like image, video, like carousel, HTML, which is the more suitable to your targeted region. Like I mentioned earlier, like different region has different network, different devices, percentage as well. And at last, designing of the ad creatives. I would say how to design your ad creatives, like I mentioned, like some elements, the text ad that you're using for your ad creatives, localization, for example, like in Russia, in China, and in US, you probably have the design by the different elements, different colors, even by the colors actually. For example, maybe like in China, they're like a red, right? In the US, they probably prefer like blue or green or yellow kind of colors. So actually, it brings some impact as well. So I'll say that are some tips, like from my perspective.
Yes, I think they are totally correct for everything. Like, you really need to learn from your competitors, and of course, think about region where you are working. Just like that, you're totally correct. About Google Play's
algorithm. We have some more questions, yeah.
Yes, about Google Play algorithm. Actually, we didn't see like it changed or anything has changed. It is the same. There wasn't how it is drastically in the past few months. No, the same. It just indexed your description. It gives you positions according to the keywords you use in your description. Everything the same. Just Google Play is working. I can't say that it is working individually for any app, but actually it is the same. We will never know how. Actually, we'll never know how Google Play will index us in the market. Because, for example, in App Store, you have 100 syllables in your keywords. And you know that if you put the keyword taxi, for example, in your keyword set, you will have position for this keyword. But in Google Play, you can have the keyword taxi, you can have free taxi, you can have fast taxi and so on, or taxi near your house, something like that. And you wouldn't have position for these keywords because Google Play thinks so. And that's all. That's why with Google Play, it is more about experiments. But in Google Play, if you have positions which you like, we advise not to do anything, especially with the description, because right now it was changing in Google Play name. So we've got 50 syllables, like right now we have 30, only 30. It's not a lot. So when we've done these changes with the name, and that's all, only the name, we saw a lot of decrease in search phrases, in keywords in our positions. So that's why if you have great positions in Google Play, it is better not to do anything if you don't have to. Like, for example, if they have now, of course, the new rules for your name, you have to change. But if not, it's better not to experiment with ASO when you have a great result already. And that's all.
Wow, great. Thank you. I mean, I learned a lot.
Me too, actually.
So yeah, next question is that how to reduce the cost of user acquisition? I think I can share a little bit about this, as we also have the cost intelligence as well. And then actually, you know, like for designing of that ad creatives and then choosing your platform, actually it really helps you to reduce or increase or optimize your cost as well. So it really depends, for example, the elements that you use, the long, short, or like a size of your ad creatives. Actually, it really brings you impact of like how much cost that you're gonna spend for your marketing campaigns as well. So I would say like it really depends, like what elements that you use, what platform that you choose, and then by the region as well, and the devices as well. So actually, just take a look like what your competitors are doing. So I think if they're doing it incorrectly, I think why don't you learn it, right? Like we just copy it, see how things goes, and then that's all the beginning. And after on, like when things go more smooth, more success, and then like obviously like that's our success as well. And then that's our mobile internet, right? Like we learn from each other.
Yes, of course. I think that if you want to reduce the cost of anything, you have like two ways. First, you can hire a person, for example, any user acquisition manager who have a lot of experience, and of course he will know how to decrease the cost of user acquisition. Or you can go to any any company which are working with user acquisition, which are working with advertisement, like for example Social Pita, and they will help you with it. So it's like, I just think that it's impossible to have like one advice which is working for everyone, because you're right, totally. It's different regions, it's different apps, it's different background of this app, his history. Maybe it's like the app which are working with in dating market. Dating market are a little bit crazy. They are so much money there. So you need to understand that you need to have budget. But if you're, for example, any match 3 games or any like farm games, of course, it will be easier for you to lower the cost of user acquisition. So just go to the specialist and they will help you because it's unique for each application. That's all.
Totally
And
agree.
I think the last but not the least, methods of app promotion in App Store and Google Play. Actually, I think it should be another webinar, because it's almost impossible to answer this question in 1 or 2, 3 words, because there are different paid promotion, free, not free, like organic promotion. So you need to do ASO of your application. After, you need to do advertisement with your application, and after all of this, you need to have customer support who will get the feedback from your users and will change it to your new features, or change it to the tasks to your developers, so they can improve your application, so the users will like it. So methods of app promotion, there are a lot of there are Apple search ads, there are Facebook ads. You can go to the YouTube with the influencers, you can go to Instagram, you can use search phrases. So I don't know, each application, one more time, is unique, and you need to talk with any specialist, with any marketing specialist who will help you to promote your application. So I think that's all.
Yeah, that's a perfect perfect answer, I think. Yeah, I can't think any more like that, but yeah, totally agree. Sure. I don't. Oh, I think there's any more questions. No, I don't see any other more questions here.
Yes, me too. I think we've done.
So yeah, would you like to give us like a quick conclusion and a quick wrap up
Yeah.
for all the topics?
Yes, I would like to have one more time repeat that right now the app market is developing, it is increasing, it's a lot of applications, it's a lot of new ideas are coming each day on the market, but yep, repeat your email, please, in the chat. Yeah. So you need to understand that you need to build strategy for your application, the strategy for promotion, the strategy for developing it. And of course, if you have any questions, come to any company. For example, any specialist can consult you. Maybe for any services you will have to pay, but consultations, they are usually free. So that's why just go to that person who knows a lot of this market, who can advise you what to do, and you will be sure that you are doing everything right. Because sometimes you really can work for a year, for half a year with your application, and you will think that you are doing everything right, but nothing will work. So just come to any company like Social Peter, like Asadesk, and we will help you with ASO, with advertisement, and you will have a great results. I think just like that. And of course, just believe in you. You will have the great results with your app. And we wish all of our attendees today a lot of downloads, paid and organic, of course. So I think we've got really interesting topics today. So thanks everyone for watching, for listening, for your questions.
Thank you. Thanks for everyone. Thanks for Elza for your such a wonderful voice. I love your voice.
Thank you.
And such a wonderful sharing. Would you like to repeat your email or contact address?
Yes, I think I didn't have it, so I will type.
Yeah, so
if you have any questions,
So yeah, I just leave my email address there as well, like mirzat@zinfront.com. So if you have any questions regarding ad creatives or any cost or app intelligence, like related data or any questions, we can feel free to contact, just send me a message or just via our web. So that'll be a perfect starting.
Yes. So thanks everyone. See you in our next webinars. Keep in touch. So goodbye.
Sure. Thank you everyone. Thanks for attending, and then we'll definitely keep in touch. Thank you. And thanks Elza as well.
Thank you to Mirzat. It was nice to listen to you today.
Okay, have a good day.
You too.